Good morning, everyone. Today we will discuss something that's both fascinating and important nutrition. Have you ever wondered why we talk so much about eating healthy food, or why some children around the world grow well while others don't? That's because the food we eat directly impacts how we grow, our energy levels, and even how we perform in school. So, today's discussion will be about how public health nutrition policies help people, especially children, and how it can make them grow healthy and strong. So, let's get started. First, let me tell you about something called global nutrition targets. Yes, global nutrition targets. Now, these are like goals set by world leaders to make sure people everywhere are healthier, all right? And the goals which are set by the people are, and the examples of these goals are, for example, reduced stunted growth in children by 40%. Reduced, yes, reduction in the stunting by 40%. Stunting means, what is stunting? Stunting is basically when a child is much shorter than they should be for their age. Another goal is reduce anemia in women by 50%. See, anemia happens when your blood doesn't have enough healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen, and it can make you feel tired and weak. So the second goal is कि there should be reduction in anemia among women by 50%. Third is ensuring that children don't become overweight, all right, because obesity, it can lead to further diseases like diabetes. So these goals are set and created by World Health Assembly. Okay, these goals are set by World Health Assembly. तो वर्ल्ड हेल्थ असेंबली ने ये गोल सेट किए हैं so that there is an improvement in everyone's health. But guess what? Recent studies show that many countries, including India, are far from achieving these targets. So, why aren't we making enough progress? Let's find out. Imagine you are running a race, but you keep tripping because the track is uneven. That's how slow progress in nutrition feels. There are few reasons uh, because of which we are struggling. First is poor implementation of program. Yes, poor implementation. Sometimes even when government make plans, they are not carried out well. For example, schools might not get the healthy food they are promised. Second is lack of knowledge about anemia. See, did you know that anemia isn't always caused by a lack of iron? Many people think it is. So they focus only on iron rich foods. But in India, studies show that only about one third of anemia cases are due to iron deficiency. The rest might be caused by unknown causes. That's right. And many surveys measure anemia using blood from a finger prick, right? Which might not give accurate result. Okay, so result, we also have lack of data, and tests from vein are better and show lower anemia rate. So exact data तो available ही नहीं है. So these challenges show that we need better data and smarter strategies to tackle malnutrition. Now let's talk about stunting. Yes, this happens when children don't grow tall enough for their age. And it usually starts when they are babies. And the problem becomes worse in the first 2 years of life. In India, stunting increases from 7% at birth to a shocking 40%. Yes, right? And by the time a child is 2 years old, this increases from 7%, it increases to 40% when the child is at 2 years of age, right? So why does this happen? Number one reason, not enough energy rich food. Babies and toddlers, they need foods that give them lots of energy, like oil, nuts, and healthy fats. However, most poor children in India get only 7 grams of daily fat, while in reality they actually need 30 to 40 grams. अब देखो 30 to 40 grams चाहिए है उनको, है ना? But how much they are getting? 7 grams, right? So they are not getting enough energy rich food. Second is, prevention is a key. If a child is already stunted, right? If a child is already stunted, then it's very hard to reverse the situation. And feeding them more after this age might make them gain fat instead of growing taller. So the first 2 years of life are the most critical for proper nutrition. ओके कि अगर एक बार जब स्टंटिंग स्टार्ट हो गया उसके बाद उसको रिवर्स करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है। और उसके बाद अगर आप एनर्जी रिच फूड प्रोवाइड भी कराते हैं तो चाइल्ड में फैट गेन होता है इंस्टेड ऑफ हाइट में ग्रोथ होना। सो हियर समथिंग इंटरेस्टिंग, have you ever noticed how eating a balanced meal like rice, dal, vegetables, and fruits makes you feel full and happy? That's because different nutrients are working together like a team to keep you healthy. So instead of focusing on just one nutrient like iron, we need a medley of nutrients. For example, we need iron because iron helps our blood carry oxygen, and we need protein because it helps our muscles grow. Fat gives us energy to play and study, whereas vitamins and minerals strengthen our immune system. So instead of adding only iron to food, government should encourage people to eat a variety of foods like green vegetables, eggs, fruits, nuts, and whole grains. All right. Now let's talk about the opposite problem, being overweight. That is also an issue. Now it might sound surprising, but being overweight doesn't always mean you are healthy. Many children around the world, including India, are gaining weight because they eat too much junk food or sugary drinks. Even if these children are stunted or underweight, they can still have health risks like metabolic issues. Yes, metabolic undernutrition. Now, these are problems with how the body uses food for energy. And diseases like diabetes, it can happen even in children who don't look overweight. So, this is why health policies need to focus on both problems, malnutrition as well as overnutrition at the same time. Now, there's some good news. India has introduced new guidelines under the portion guideline for for children who are under 3 years old. Families now receive take home rations that include oil, which is a great source of energy. So these small changes can make a big difference if implemented well. All right, but we must keep working hard to educate people about balanced diets. And we should ensure government programs reach everyone, especially in rural areas. And as well as we need to monitor progress using better data and methods, right? So, what did we learn today? Yes, nutrition is more than just eating enough food. It's about eating the right kinds of food at the right time. And stunting, anemia, and even being overweight are all challenges that we can overcome with smart policies and teamwork. So, as students, you can also play a role. Share what you have learned with your family and friends. Encourage everyone to eat healthy meals and avoid junk foods as much as possible. Remember, the key to a healthy future starts with what we eat today. So let's work together to ensure every child gets a nutrition they need to grow, learn, and thrive. Thank you for listening.